Today on the CTV News at 5, how coal mining could be making a big comeback in the Crow's Nest Pass. Plus, an important victory for more than 600,000 off-reserve Métis and non-status Indians. And how local charities are cashing in after a McDonald's employee found a wad of cash.
CTV News with Jackie Scantlebury.
Good afternoon. A major victory today for more than 500,000 so-called non-status Indians in Canada. The federal court has ruled Métis and non-status Indians are indeed Indians under the Constitution. The decision clarifies the relationship between Ottawa and the 600,000 Aboriginal people who live off reserve, but it doesn't declare what Ottawa is financially responsible for. A government spokesperson says the ruling doesn't tell the government what it should actually do for the Indians in question. Local Métis Association President Alice Bissonnette calls today's announcement a starting point and significant because until now they had no basis for even starting a dialogue with the government.
It's definitely going to be a first step for us. It's going to be a step for us to build and to move forward. We're going to be able to build dialogue so that we can talk both sides of the table and hopefully come to agreements that will be beneficial to both sides.
The Harper government is expected to appeal today's ruling. And some big news coming today out of the Crow's Nest Pass. An Australian company has acquired extensive coal assets in the Crow's Nest Pass and is considering the possibility of opening a coking coal operation in the area. Crow's Nest Pass officials say a proposed mine could initially mean 100 new jobs with spin-offs that could employ another 700 people. As Terry Vogt discovered, the announcement is being treated with cautious optimism for now.
Like many local residents, Carl Hedlund makes his money from coal mining. He's been working at the Green Hills mine for 30 years and says talk of a new coal mine north of the Crow's Nest Pass is welcome news.
Something that should have happened 40 years ago or 50 years ago. And from what I understand, that used to be Gulf Oil's property. So it's not like there's no shortage of coal or anything like that around here. It's just someone's got to put some bucks in to get it out of the ground.
This is good news for Crow's Nest Pass.
Mayor Bruce DeCoux says the location of the coal mine being proposed by Australian-based Riversdale Resources is actually in the MD of Ranchland, but close enough to the Crow's Nest Pass to provide jobs and other economic spin-offs.
They've indicated to me that for every job they hire, 7 are created, and they intend to hire to be on the actual mine site 100 men, and so it looks like about a 700-person operation.
But the project is already raising questions about the environmental impact and how the mine fits in with the past strategy for developing recreation and tourism in the area. And that's not all. The Crow's Nest Pass has had its share of bad news in recent years, and so understandably, there is some skepticism about this latest announcement. John Prince maintains a website on local issues.
The community is sort of holding back, hoping, wanting to see something for real, like signed, not a conditional sale, but a firm deal with firm commitments and a plan that we can understand and buy into with definite timelines.
We need something like this, something to get us going.
I don't know, wouldn't it bring jobs and prosper the economy a little?
Right now, even the municipality is waiting for more details, but the mayor says the company has arranged for office space and will likely be making further announcements in late January or early February. Terry Vogt, CTV News, in the Crow's Nest Pass.
The municipality says it will be hosting a reception early next month when representatives of Riversdale Resources will be on hand to speak to community residents. And Alberta's Ethics Commissioner will investigate conflict of interest allegations against Alberta Premier Alison Redford. It's all over that $10 billion tobacco lawsuit contract when Redford was Justice Minister. That's when she recommended a contract to sue big tobacco companies be awarded to a group of lawyers that included her ex-husband. Redford says that she was not involved in the final decision, insisting that was made by the next Justice Minister. But the opposition doesn't buy it and says that she was in conflict of interest. The Liberals and Wildrose have asked the Provincial Ethics Commissioner to investigate, and the probe is now beginning. The Premier has been notified. Well, to Dory Rossiter and our first look at the forecast, which, as you've been saying, Dory, is continuing to cool off. And in fact, there's already a snowfall warning in effect for Elk Valley, I understand.
Yeah, that's the area that's closest to us, but the warnings stretch right across southern Alberta. We've got rainfall warnings on the coast, and from Whistler east, we've got those heavy snowfall warnings, just that southern band across BC, and they could see 25 centimeters in the Elk Valley, between 10 and 25 over the next 12 hours or so. So yeah, a lot of snow. Tell you about it in a couple of minutes.
Wow, okay, thanks, Dory. As Dory was just saying, folks in the Elk Valley are going to be seeing a lot of white stuff over the next day or two. Not only is that going to impact highway conditions, it's also increasing the avalanche risk. That extra 25 centimeters of snow combined with the winds has pushed the avalanche risk in the Kootenays up to considerable now. That's for the South Rockies, the Purcells, the Lizard Range, and the Kootenay boundary. The risk may even rise higher tomorrow after tonight's snowstorm. Caution is advised if you're heading out into the back country. Well, we now know the name of an East Kootenay man killed in a weekend accident. 52-year-old Dale Andrew Davis from Wassa died early Sunday morning in a single vehicle crash on Highway 9395. The crash happened near the Wassa rest stop after Davis's pickup truck went off the road and rolled. Davis was the only person in the vehicle. He was not wearing a seatbelt at the time of the crash. An employee at a local McDonald's restaurant in Lethbridge made headlines when she did the right thing last September, turning an envelope full of cash over to city police. Well, now that no one has claimed the money, Chelsea Walker and her co-workers are planning to divide the cash among several local charities. Walker found the envelope filled with $1,300 on the counter at the Fairway Plaza McDonald's. Police checked the surveillance video, but they weren't able to identify who had left the money. And now City Council has agreed to return the cash to Walker and her co-workers.
You know, we discussed it with the whole team. Everybody was involved in the decision, and I was very surprised and very happy. Everybody was on the same page. Everybody wanted to do something with charity with it. We never once wanted to keep it for ourselves, and now we get that opportunity, so it's amazing that we get to fulfill what we want to do.
So here's how it worked. Police had to hold the money for 90 days, and Walker had then to apply to the city to claim the cash. A number of people showed up at McDonald's or the police station to try and claim the money, but they were unable to identify either the account or the financial institution that the money came from. On the topic of money, we're getting a clear picture of the financial impact of the NHL lockout, the estimated cost to the economy in Canada, a staggering $700 million. From retailers to restaurants, 4 months of no hockey has led to dismal sales, even employee layoffs. Beer sales were down as well. But for Molson Coors, it was a double hit. As one of the NHL's biggest sponsors and suppliers, they're planning to seek compensation from the league. And the president of the Lethbridge 4-H Club says he is proud of the milestone that his club is about to hit. Mark Sayer unveiled the club's plans for 4-H Canada's centennial birthday celebration. The plans were unveiled this morning at Exhibition Park. It'll take place on January the 19th with students being front and center. They'll have a chance to showcase their skills during a trade show. There will also be a celebration banquet in the evening. Sayer says that he's proud of the work that his group has been able to do and will continue to do in the future.
It's really unique for youth organizations to last this long and evolve, and that's very exciting. And we see the members that have graduated from the program and that are now upstanding citizens in our communities now and leaders in our communities. So that's one of the things that really I take away from it as a leader.
Southern Alberta reporters Ian McDonald and Rick Swihart will also be honored at the event for their dedication to the agriculture industry. Well, the 2012 Farming Smarter Conference and Trade Show was held in Medicine Hat recently, attracting over 200 producers who were treated to presentations, and Farm.TV was there.
You know, scientists and farmers make the same observations about the weather, but scientists get paid to explain it, so I guess
these conferences are important as they bring producers and researchers together.
We focus solely on the producer. We want to be able to engage producers into the research world as well as the farm business management world. And I think that things are changing so rapidly that these types of conferences are an opportunity to get a brief exposure of all the work that's being done.
In addition to the speakers' presentations, information on new technologies was available at many of the trade show booths.
Observed some great conversations going on with the producers and the trade show participants.
In addition to the conference speakers, several 4-H youth were given the opportunity to make presentations to the large crowd.
We had a number of 4-H speakers that gave talks at the conference, and so congratulations to all of the young individuals that just showed an incredible passion.
Ken feels these conferences are a great way to share information.
I think it's a great opportunity. You know, sure, there's information that you can get all over the place. You can get it online, you can get it in the magazine, but what's really special about the conferences, I think, is the fact that we're bringing the people together.
Farm TV is brought to you by DA Building Systems.
And on to the financial markets, which rebounded nicely after yesterday.